this is the kind of second set of the videos in this kind of series. In the first set we looked at obviously interpreting task 1 for the Cheb's toy, which was asking you to interpret orthographic drawings to produce a 1:1 pictorial size, showing a minimum of 2 blocks assembled in the base. And again we used our drawings down here to manufacture the base and all the internal shapes. We then went through obviously applying colour, rendering them and assembling them. We have yet to go through a task where we're looking at drawing 3 related assembly orthographic views, which we'll do in another video. But for this video here, we're going to look at using the realistic render we've done and generating an advert for this. So let's minimise that. So here you can see using Page Plus X8 as an example that's already been made. And we're going to use this and try and just develop some knowledge and skills on how to try and replicate some of the skills demonstrated in this. So first let's go to page 2, and as you can see I've already brought a few of the images across that I've just copy and pasted. Again, you can get your images from the internet, or your teacher may very well give you pre-assigned images for this task. Now the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my graphic of my Child's toy. So 2 ways of doing it: copy and pasting it in, drag and dropping it, or simply going up to my insert option, choosing picture from file, finding where you've saved your object to, which is here, pressing open, clicking in, and that's my object brought in here. Now I need to obviously remove this background, so I'm going to choose the Cutout Studio option. Again, you should be more than familiar with this program by now, hopefully, so you should be quite competent at using the kind of basics. Let's trim my object. Get rid of this wee border that's appearing. Preview to check it. Looks good. Pressing OK, and our object's now in place. So object here, object there. Now what we're going to start off with doing next is we're going to look at doing this line option around the border. So let's apply our rectangle over the top of it. Now we don't want to have a colour fill, so we're going to remove that colour fill here by selecting this option. But we want to have a line thickness, so let's add some red to a line. Let's up this thickness a little bit. And we're going to alter our shape by grabbing this node and just spinning it like so. Now as we can see, our red line is in the foreground. Let's just send that to the background. Right click, arrange, send to back. Again, starting to move similar to what we've got in here. Next step is going to be doing our titles and our fonts. So again, this example uses the font called Adventurer, and this one here is called Fingerpaint. So very, very simple. Using our title tool, move this to the side. Big letter A is a title option. Click, hold and drag to select the size you want. Find a font that will suit. Again, really important to consider the target market when making this file. Or any file in that respect. If you consider the target market, it then allows you to kind of direct the overall look of the advert. So Fingerpaint, and let's type in blocks, it was in the previous video. Really fits well with this theme, this font. Now if you can remember, the previous advert had all these letters of all different colours, very easily done by just simply highlighting that font or that letter and changing the font colour individually. Gives it a nice look and really fits in with the theme of that kind of font and this kind of task. Second task, building, really structured. So again, look at the font. So building, really bold, really punchy, stands out, really fits in with that theme. Kind of gives connotations of strong, strength, and actually fits in with the word build. So it's again title, click, hold and drag, building. In fact, I think we'll put this one all in caps. Choose the font. So this font is, I think it was Adventurer if memory serves. There we go. Now you can see these red lines appearing as well. Hopefully you can see that appearing down below that. That is to allow me to know that my object, the centre of this object I'm doing, is lining currently up with the centre of, it could be the image or the block writing. So we can see this is starting to produce these. Now you can turn the visibility of that on and off. So we can obviously have a clean design which removes them all completely. We can go to our view tab and choose whether we want to actually view these gridding guidelines as well, or I can actually make my own by grabbing and dragging the rulers to begin to set up center point lines, which are really useful if I want to then snap my centers of my objects